What is popping, my makeup loving friends? I've come to you today after everything that is happening to talk to you about some things and some products that I've learned to love / learned to use / really formed an opinion on because I'm on a no-buy and because I can't constantly be bringing stuff into my collection. So before we get started talking about that, the reusable drinking apparatus of today is this adorable little cappuccino mug that my boyfriend got me. I love Pusheen the cat. I don't know, just a cute chubby cat, honestly. Can you get any better than that? I don't think so. So let's hop right into it. Before I started my own low-buy / no-buy / beauty budget, whatever you want to call it, journey, I watched a lot of other YouTubers who did the same thing to kind of get inspiration, to kind of get a feel for what it's going to be like. And one of the YouTubers I watched was Prachi S. Prachi is really cool, love her channel, would totally recommend that you go check her out. I'll link her down below and everything. She's wonderful, and she did a full no-buy year. And one of the things she talked about after a couple months during her monthly update was that she had a lot of things in her collection that she didn't really have an opinion on or didn't really even use, and she thought she knew them. But she really didn't, because she didn't have time to individually play with these products before, something else came in. So she had a lot of stuff where she thought she had an opinion, she thought she liked it, and then using it more, it flipped. It became opposite. So I have a couple of those. I didn't really believe her in the beginning. I will admit that. I thought, oh, well, I know everything in my collection, It wasn't that I didn't believe her, but I thought I was, special and different. But in reality, what I've come to realize is I'm not, and I had the exact same problem. And now going on my 4th month of my no-buy, low-buy beauty budget, whatever you want to call it, I have come to realize these things, and so I have some products here today that I have changed my mind on, and not all of them are super fancy, crazy products, but I'd like to show you some products in my collection, and these are specifically products that I've come to enjoy more now that I've been forced to really use them and not buy anything else. Let's start off with a great category, eyeshadow palettes. So the first one I have is the Kat Von D and Divine palette. Now, this one I got for $12 at a TJ Maxx, and I didn't really think much of it. So here's the inside of the palette. You can see it's got some nice, silvers, blues, green, whatever. It's a very nice palette, and I really love Divine as a drag queen, so I was really excited to get it. And then it fell to the back of my collection because I thought about it. I'm like, well, I don't really use these colors very often. I shouldn't have bought this, and I kept thinking that. But now that I'm really using it, I have fallen in love with this thing. I mean, the amount of varying looks you can get just from such a simple color story. So the shade that really changed my mind about this is this gray shade here, Filthy. It's not actually gray. I know you think I'm probably crazy, but when this is swatched, it's actually blue-gray, and it is such a beautiful, unique color that I don't think I have anywhere else, and I wouldn't have discovered it unless I was forced to play with what I already have. So I'm a terrible swatcher, but I can try and swatch it for you. The shade is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I can't do swatches. Look up swatches online because I am so bad at doing swatches. Anyway, it's gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Here, you can see it on my finger even better than on my hand. It's like a gunmetal gray, but it also has a blue hint, and I just adore this palette now, and I feel like I've gotten used to creating so many looks because one of the things that I really am lusted after for a stupid long time is a good green. And this shade this palette has a green shade that I never used before because I thought it would be too strong. And now I've been using it with browns and really pulling in other palettes to try and get use out of it. And I think it's actually a really great green, and it's really reinforced to me that I don't need to buy another green because I already have one that I really love within this palette. So this is definitely something that I've changed my mind on, something that I really love more now. The other thing I want to talk about is the Becca Volcano Goddess palette. This is an eyeshadow palette that came out a while ago, and it didn't have very great reviews. And I used it a few times. I use it here and there. I didn't really care, whatever. But I mostly stick to these like taupey shades, these brown shades, and I would never go over here. I don't know why, I just would never do it. And now I've really fallen in love with those shades because I've realized like this Midnight Sapphire Blue, gorgeous, wonderful shade. It kind of has a purple undertone, which you can definitely not tell just by looking at this. I'm trying not to show you my entire house with this mirror. And then this gold shade, this orange shade, beautiful. And this white, even though it looks white, it actually has orange like reflection in it, which is really cool. So I know a lot of people gave this 3 stars, but I wonder if they had actually taken more time, if they would actually like this, because when I first got it, I didn't, but now that I've had time with it, I can say I really solidly love this palette. In the same vein of eye makeup, I have these e.l.f. Shimmering Eyeliner Pencils. I have 3 of them. I have this purpley shade, this greenish shade, and this gray gunmetal shade. And these are shimmering eye pencils. They're like glitter eyeliner, basically. I've had these for a good 4 years. They were one of the first things I bought when I started doing makeup. Actually, it's probably been 5 years. I've had these 5 years. Don't come for me. They're sharpenable, so I don't really feel like they're that bad for my skin, and I don't think they've expired. They haven't changed. They don't smell weird. I think they're fine. I'm not an expert though, but I really actually love these. I never played with them before. I always couldn't like reach out and do sparkly eyeliner, but now that I'm not buying any, the weirdest thing, okay, this is what I mean. I think about those Urban Decay glitter eyeliner pencils so much, but I never ever touch these ones to even see if I like glitter eyeliner. That's exactly what I mean. That thought just popped into my head, and that's exactly what I mean. And so now that I've touched these and played with these, I can say that I genuinely love a good glitter eyeliner. Like, it's just a solid formula. Also, I've been getting back into pencil eyeliner. I'm a real big pencil eyeliner fan because I kind of like more of a smudgy, like natural look. I don't like, you know, a really thick, a very clean cut eyeliner. I don't know what it is. It's just not me. I do more of a natural style of makeup, as you can tell. Anyway, not that this is like completely natural, but you get my point. And so I like pencils because they're more smudgy. I talked about in my I talked about in my sustainability video about how I like more pencil eyeliners because this wood part is actually compostable and fine. You can compost the shavings. The only real plastic is this cap, which for a lot of other eyeliners like ink eyeliners and whatnot, that's not the case. So I've really grown to love those, and I can say like when these run out, I might just take the deep dive and buy an Urban Decay glitter pencil because I know I love glitter eyeliner now. So that's nice. Moving on to face, I have this Morphe 8C blush palette. Now, as you can see, this has gotten a decent amount of use out of it. I know you can't see, but this shade is really deeply indented. I love these lighter shades. Not really this bottom row, but I've been using them more now that I can't buy things. I really like this brown color, actually, and this purple's okay, but this red's really good for like a sunburnt, kind of sun-kissed look that I've really been liking. Just all across the nose and everything. Really brings out my freckles, I feel like, because I am naturally a very freckled person. So I really love this, but this has actually made me realize something else. It's made me realize a gap in my collection. I have only cool toned blushes. I don't know how this happened. I have like 2 or 3 warm tone blushes and they're all a peach shade. I don't know how this happened. As someone who loves makeup and who wears warm tones on their eyes and on their lips, obviously, I don't know how it happened or how it came to be that I literally have only like 2 warm tone blushes and they're both the same peach shade. How did that happen? I don't know. So this has really made me realize that I want to get warm tone blushes, and I'm putting that in my beauty budget to maybe buy the 8W of this, which is the warmer shades, because I can't believe every time I create like a warm eye look now, all I can think about is, oh my god, I have peach blush, and that's all I have to use with this. So that's really made me realize something in a different way. It hasn't really changed my mind about this palette, but it's changed my mind about my blush buying habits. in general, and that I should buy more warm tone blushes because I have nothing to go with like my goldier or bronzier looks, which is really weird. I never even realized that before, and it's kind of bad because I buy so much makeup. You'd think that I would have the common sense to actually buy things that I need, but apparently I don't. Another example of this is clear eyebrow gel. I love clear eyebrow gel, but I haven't bought any in years, and it's just because I didn't want to spend like the money on it, and I have so many useless products in my collection that I don't use, and I could be buying something like a clear eyebrow gel and using it fully up. So definitely on my wish list are warm tone blushes and clear eyeliner gel now. So thank you, Morphe, for making me realize that. The last thing for face is this Profusion highlight palette. I got this maybe a year or two ago at a Christmas sale at Target, like an after Christmas sale. These are the shades. These three I can make work. This one has to be a blush topper. This one has to be a blusher or bronzer topper. It's just how my skin is. But I actually really love these. I have not picked up this palette in probably a good year. Probably like the first couple of months that I got it, I was really in love with it. I was infatuated, couldn't put it down. And then like I stopped using it because I got other highlighters into my collection, like the Becca one and everything. And while I love those ones, don't get me wrong, I love my Becca Gold Pop. This one I forgot about and it fell to the back of my collection. And this, I did a ranking of my highlighters, which I don't know, maybe I'll post it sometime. I don't know if that's even good content, but I did a ranking and this was at the top. When I swatched everything out, when I put everything on my face, this was one of my favorites, and I haven't touched it in so long. I don't know why. I don't use the little brush that comes with it. I actually think the brush is incredibly annoying, but these are just really great highlighters. I think they're a mix between blinding and subtle, if that makes sense. Like, you can definitely get more of a subtle sheen like I have now, which I really love and adore. Or you can get, like, you can build it up and get blinding, which isn't always what I want. But if I do want that, this is always great to reach for. You can get so much done with it. It has 5 different colors that have a variety of uses, and I can't believe that I put this down for so long and didn't pick it up. And I just feel so silly now looking at it because I love this, and I really don't feel like I need to buy more highlighters. The only bad thing that this has made me realize is that I don't have like a white, like a pure white highlighter, which I'd really like for my cooler tone looks. But yeah, other than that, this is very solid. I don't think they even sell this anymore, which makes me sad because I would recommend everyone get this. I found it for like $5. Amazing. Awesome quality for $5. Can't get any better than that. Last, but certainly not least, is lips. So for lips, I've really been lusting after Korean beauty lately. I don't know, it's just so beautiful to me how like the Korean style makeup is, specifically the lips, and how they're like nice and soft and blotted, and there's not like a whole lot of pigment. I think that's very wearable. I'm not a full gloss person because I feel like gloss gets stuck on everything, and especially as someone with long hair living in a very windy place, gloss is kind of a nightmare. But I have really been loving like that cream satin, like kind of sheer look on the lips, and I've been so tempted. I've been looking on every website possible, Yes Style, you know, Sephora, just looking at Korean beauty and admiring all of their different lip shades and lip tints. And so I really wanted to challenge myself to go through my collection and see if I could find anything that resembled those, you know, beautiful, beautiful lip tints and colors. And I actually was able to. So I love Revlon lipsticks. If you have not been here before, hi, I'm a Revlon lipstick addict. I went through my collection and I found these 2 little Revlon lipsticks. One is in the shade Tulip and another is in Peony, and I actually do have more colors of these. These are just the 2 I grabbed for the purpose of this video. You can see him here swatched on my lips, on my wrist, not lips. Do you see how beautiful and sheer that is? Like how it's actually like very reminiscent of all of those Korean beauty glosses and stains and whatnot, and I haven't been reaching for them. But now that we're getting into spring and summer, colors like these will be perfect for me, and I'm just so happy that I found them before I bought anything else, because I really do feel like these give the same effect without me having to spend more money, and I can get use out of these. I did buy these on sale too, which is one of my worst habits, I'd say, buying something on sale and then never using it, because I don't know, I can just go out and buy another thing on sale and get completely distracted by that. I think that's something that staying inside has really helped me with, because I'm not an online shopper. I'm just gonna say that. I've placed 2 online orders for makeup. One was from Shop Miss A and one was from Jouer, out of all places. I've placed 2 in my entire time of buying makeup. I hate online ordering. I hate it with a passion. I don't know why. I just like to feel the product in my hand, because then I feel like I can get a better grip on whether I want to actually buy it. So I never go through with online shopping. But I do spend a lot of money in store because of what I just said. If I get something in my hands and I like the way it feels, I am very liable to buy it. Especially if I'm just wandering through Ulta and I see it on their little clearance rack, very likely to buy it. I'm just going to be upfront and honest. And so being inside and not being able to go browse Ulta aimlessly has been really helpful to me, because I don't even have the option to go look at the clearance rack or go look for the little yellow tags on, items on the shelves or anything. And I haven't had the opportunity to go look at Juvia's Place and lust over their palettes and think about how great it would be to buy one, like I always do every single time I go into Ulta. Or thank God I have not stopped by ABH. Thank God I don't have them in person, because that Carly Bible palette, I've been lusting after that for a long time, and now it's on sale. But something that's really been taught to me as a lesson overall is that if I don't want to buy it online, what makes it different when I walk in this store? And really figuring out why I do that. And I think it's because there's less barriers, if that makes sense. And I don't think in the future I should even put myself in the position to be in the store unless I feel like I'm at a place where I don't feel tempted by things that are on sale and things that are just random. So that's been a really fun realization that has come out of everything. I know things suck right now, and believe me, I know that. But if anything good has happened, I'd say that's one of the good things for me, I do feel like good things come out of bad situations, and I think that's one of my good things that came out of this bad situation. With that all being said, I am going to sign off for now so that I can go do more homework and more work. And I have a scientific article to read, so that'll be exciting. Let me know products that you've changed your mind on. I'm fascinated. I love talking about things like this. I think no-buys really open our eyes to a lot of things, although I'm not technically on a no-buy. I don't know what to call it. Tell me what I should call it. It's not a no-buy. It's not a low-buy. Well, yeah, I guess it's more of a beauty budget. It's a beauty budget. So something that being on a beauty budget has taught me is to love what I already have. And if you have any products like that, tell me about it. And with all that being said, continue having a wonderful day and being a wonderful person and staying safe. And until next time, bye!